Good evening, everybody. My name is Aileen Catherine Toroncho Navilan, and today I'm going to talk to you about my lesson plan for the course Language, Culture and Language. I'm going to share my screen to show you my lesson plan. Okay, so the topic is present simple and common abbreviations in real world texting. The Objective objective is using abbreviations appropriately in social and cultural contexts in formal and formal communication in writing message. So the idea with this activity or lesson plan is that students know more in a real context the communication in the text message. So because in Spanish, people um, don't use frequently the abbreviations in communication, writing communication. So in the other side, in English, it's more common to use abbreviations to make more funnier or faster the communication, right? So we're gonna start with first with this video about some abbreviations that she explained the word, the letters, and the meanings. Okay, so I don't know if you could hear the video, but the idea is that she told us the abbreviations and explain in pink letters the meaning, the complete meaning in English. So with this video, the idea is that students could identify some abbreviations. I know that um, students or learners don't use the abbreviations in English because they don't text in English, but I know that in songs or movies they could see these abbreviations and remind or remember the information. So according with this video, the idea is that they need to answer three questions. Do Colombian people use the same kind of abbreviations in Spanish? Which abbreviations do you know in Spanish? Have you used some abbreviations before in a writing message? The idea is that they connect the knowledge with their own experience, not only like how okay, we're gonna learn the vocabulary today, make sentences, and just it's just for today. No, the idea is that they make a reflection about this kind of vocabulary and you understand how the culture can change in different countries. Okay, so with the guided practice, we're gonna start with some abbreviations in a presentation. So we have five, only five, because it can be more information for us in the first lesson. So we can start with, excuse me, here, the idea is show less content and show them pictures or image to catch better the information. So what is IDK? I don't know, no sé. So in this presentation, you can observe that we can give them four things: the abbreviation, the full meaning, the meaning in Spanish, and a big picture to make more interesting the presentation. So, okay, it's the same. We're gonna learn, I don't know, oh my God, to be honest, right now, at what about you? So this is the most common for in a text message. Okay, with the presentation, we're gonna answer more questions. In what kind of conversations do you think that English native speakers use these abbreviations? Do you use these abbreviations in Spanish too? The idea is that they understand that as in Spanish, as in English communication, there are many different ways to express the ideas according with the place, according with the people. Isn't common, isn't the same to talk with, I don't know, a teacher or a boss with your friends in the street. So the idea is that they recognize this kind of communication. Then we're gonna go back to the presentation before the questions, and we're gonna observe some message. We're gonna start with the informal message. Hey, I feel tired right now. By the way, to be honest, sorry, I don't finish my homework. I don't know what I do today. What about you? So the abbreviation make and emojis make more funny, the message more relaxed. And in the same way, we're gonna find the same message, but with formal way. Hello, I feel tired today. To be honest, I don't finish my homework. I'm not sure what I do today. What do you suggest? Okay, we're gonna go back and with the comparison of the two texts, informal and formal way, we're gonna answer. What do they use different vocabulary in the two message? Do this situation happen in Colombia too? The idea is that they identify the difference in the culture about American or British culture with Colombian culture. Okay, so according with this reflection, we're gonna take more analysis about this topic. So to practice and remember more the abbreviation, we're gonna watch first. We're gonna, we wanna see some a set of flashcards with the vocabulary. So there are 5. We want to start with I don't know. So they need to identify, okay, guys, according with the video, with the presentation, what do you remember about what's mean IDK? What is the meaning in English, the full meaning? So if they don't remember, don't worry, you can show them the I don't know and a funny picture. So we make the same with the other, oh my God, to be honest, right now, and what about you? When you finish, you can practice with some questions or go to the a little games. The first, sorry, is match. So they need to match the abbreviation with the picture. So this is so important that you can translate in Spanish to avoid translation in line. So they need to recognize and in English. So right now, what's mean? What is the picture? Sorry. Right now is that. And when you finish, you can play a game of love or Tetris. So here, students can put the blocks, and to make more movements, they need to answer properly the question. Okay? To be honest, what is the abbreviation? To be honest. If you answer properly, you can play. So, and the game give you more movement to continue playing. Okay, so when you finish the review about the adoration with the flashcard, play with the match and blocks game. You can we're gonna make a collaborative activity. In this activity, the idea is that they organize teams, 2 or 3 members is okay, and they need to write 2 times the same text. The idea is that they use informal abbreviations, informal text, and formal text. The informal text is obviously abbreviation, and formal to be more polite. They need to choose, sorry, one 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 situation and write 2 message with the same topic, but with different style of communication, informal or formal. So then everybody, when the activity finished, they need to share the 2 texts and compare. The classmate need to analyze what changed, and according with this, to help the analyze, we need to answer, what did you change the way you express your ideas? What is the principal difference between each message? Do this happen in both cultures? Why? So this question helps us to understand better what is the difference in between informal and informal communication, abbreviations, or polite expressions, and make that recognize that English and Spanish, some cases can be so similar, the culture can affect the way how we can communicate or express our ideas in different ways, text, oral, or listen communication. Okay, for finally, we have the reflection. There's some questions too. In what cases is the valid use of abbreviations, and when isn't it? How many differences did you find in online communication between both cultures? Is there any similarity between both cultures in online communication? Okay, here is to close the topic. And it's important that you understand what is the impact of the culture in communication, how the culture guide or the way that we express our ideas, and use real expressions in text message. And the assessment is use abbreviation appropriately in online message, polite communication in informal message. Okay, so this assessment will be observed in the 2 texts that they need to write, formal and informal communication. So the idea is that they understand and recognize the impact of the culture in the language, and use the knowledge in real context. So this is today for this is all for my lesson plan. Uh, See you later the next time.